This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Donald Trump is a stupid man who doesn't have the intellectual acuity to fake being anything other than who and what he is. And who and what he is a vile and repulsive racist. Yesterday morning, he once again put on display just how much of an ignorant, hateful slob that he is when he told progressive Democrat Congresswomen, presumably these patriotic Americans, to go back to the countries from which they came. He tweeted, "So interesting to see, quote-unquote, progressive Democrat Congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all. Now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? And then come back and show us how it's done. These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough. I'm sure that Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements." Clearly, this is the language of division, telling United States citizens and democratically elected congressional representatives to go back to the countries they came from. I've seen several people point out that other than Ilhan Omar, the rest of whom he is presumably referring, were born in America. And while I understand the impulse to bring that up, it is completely unnecessary. Congresswoman Omar has just as much right as a naturalized citizen as any other citizen, born or otherwise. Let's for a moment take a look at the type of people who say recklessly stupid things like go back to where you came from.
Just go on.
Whatever.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not going to get out of here. No, I'm not. Because this is my country. Yes, this is my country. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Go back to wherever the I'm from, lady. Y'all think you... Hey, tell them to go back where they belong. If they can't act like, they come here to live, then act like everybody else.
All the Arabs, all you Arabs and Democrats. But you go back where you came from.
Trump's deporting your illegal cousins today, bitch.
Really?
Yes, bitch.
All right.
Yes, bitch.
Did you go to vote?
Bitch.
Did you go to vote?
Learn English, bitch.
Okay.
It's my country, bitch.
Yeah, it's not mine, right?
Get out.
All of those instances of human garbage being hateful is what we just witnessed from the President of the United States of America on Twitter. There is no difference, except for the fact that all of those unwashed yokels in the videos wield no actual notable power. That isn't the case with our racist in chief, though. We are seeing his deeply rooted racist attitudes and beliefs manifest themselves in policy. Muslim bans, severe reductions in legal immigration, pushes for citizenship questions on censuses, ripping away children from their parents at the border, and inhumane living conditions in government-set-up concentration camps, among countless other examples. And while the vast majority of our nation and the world mourns, conservatives celebrate, gleefully so. Watch the disgraceful simpletons yesterday on Fox and Friends laughing at Donald Trump's abhorrent racist tweet.
So they are standing firm, and I think that Nancy Pelosi is going to have a hard time contending with a lot of these women who are very, very strong. They're very, very principled, and they are not backing down.
Without a doubt. You know, we're not the only ones to notice. President Trump tweeting this morning this. So interesting to see progressive Democrat Congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all, now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? then come back and show us how it is done. These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough. I'm sure that Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements. This tweet that you're just seeing now is clearly going to get, I think, a lot of discussion.
Someone's feeling very comedic today.
One thing I was at.
Somebody's feeling very comedic today. Ugh. Jedidiah Bila laughing at racism is gross. You're gross, Jedidiah Bila. And then watch them haughtily lecture the freshman congresswomen for the very behavior Donald Trump is demonstrating.
Someone's feeling very comedic today.
One thing I was at, I call the squad the Instagram group, the hashtag squad goals and all that. It seems like a number of the things that they say are those memes that you see on Instagram, these somewhat like defiant and inspirational memes. This is real life. This isn't social media just having fun, trying to, rile people up. This is real life. The words you say have real life consequences. And I think that needs to be taken into consideration.
Are you kidding me, you hapless dipshit? In the same segment that you're talking about this sickening racist tweet from Donald Trump, you dare to tell these congresswomen of color that this is real life? That this isn't just social media trying to rile people up? That this is the real world with real world consequences? Tell that to your feckless, hate-fueled president. The same president who happens to be the candidate endorsed by the KKK and white supremacists all across the country. Look, Donald Trump and the hate group known as the Republican Party want to have two competing narratives at the same time. They want to tell immigrants to come here the right way by respecting our laws, and then also want to reserve the right to tell those same people who did or who were born here to go back to where you came from. This isn't about anything other than racism. And not even slyly masked racism. Each and every day that passes should build in you the resolve to get out to vote in 2020 and to mobilize as many people as you can to do the same. With Nancy Pelosi unwilling to do the right thing related to impeachment, it is on us to remove this clear and present danger from the White House.